Well, it's already 2023. We're already at the end of our season. So much has happened this year. So we're sitting at the Hattie Carthan urban farm. Yeah, it's a wonderful afternoon, November. So we operated 20 weeks of market. We're almost done. We're looking at 4 more markets left for the season. Operated 20 healing markets. Shared with our community the new reproductive justice area where we intend to do that sort of intimate work with women that are looking for healing. I come from a long line of midwives and ancestors. My mother started out as a midwife and ended up as a coronary nurse. I come from a whole line of women that spent their time, as a matter of fact, there is an ancestor in our lineage who operated one of these. I also wanted to share my experiences with the herbs, with the people in the Western Hemisphere, like the kind of care that traditional women receive while birthing that have been lost to the Western medicine system. It has always been on the back of my mind. I studied the herbs for a reason. My name is Yoni. My grandmother named me Yoni, which lets us understand the feminine aspects. So even where the farm is and the work that was done to clear the farm, that it would absolutely need to be put back for reproductive justice, because this farm itself was a crime on women's bodies, endocrines, and reproductive system. Oil in the earth means birth defects to your children, means a lot of problems with your menstruation. That's what it translates out to. So it just felt like full circle. I want you to know that I have done that reproductive justice work at this site with women right in the beginning. And so it just feels right and true that birth workers would be able to take classes in herbalism and be able to recognize herbs and be able to understand the uses of herbs. Did our weekly farm dinners every week that the market is open at the end of market. Since 2012 we've been doing this, actually, as we sit with our staff and any young people that are working on the farm and any young people that walk off, that work for other farms where they're not being fed, are able to just sit around and eat with us. So that was a really friendly, wonderful time for us. We did focaccia bread just 2 weeks ago on the bread oven. It was a really wonderful time here. I'm so looking forward to what we continue to do in the geography, partnering now with maybe doulas, birth doulas, and death and dying doulas. In our 5 spice idea, the farm is home to 5 spices. So all year I've been churning out these spices for both apothecaries. Now we have 2 working ancestral apothecaries. Before it was 1, now it's 2. Having both of the kitchens reach up to the codes and standards for commercial kitchens was also like a wonderful thing that happened to us. So 2023 saw us at Hattie Carthan with our community supported medicine program, which brings in herbs for community participants. We lean down on the abundance of the amaranth that has come to be with us. Amaranths were one of the first plants that we understand came to the earth. It's a really, really old grain, and just what's going on here really captures like what 2023 was for us. We grew our own garlic. We grew our own ginger. We grew our own gourds. Let's go down and see some gourds. We grew a lot of gourds here for the community supported medicine program. gourds are known as loofah. Those loofah are being dried and taken in to the apothecary for scrubbing and exfoliating the skin. The loofah is an ancestral plant that is grown in the South Americas. We ate loofahs where I grew up. They're eaten as a vegetable. Many Indian people from India eat loofah. This year we also set up a nursery since we had our farm school people apprenticing. So then if you have farm school students, then you should be doing botany. So we were able to do a lot of transplanting and selling of plants. We actually operated a plant nursery this year. So that's all new. We've never had a plant nursery before. So we are there now. So like for example, a magnolia tree is $150 and we're able to make those trees. We made fig trees. We made hibiscus trees. We made a lot of trees that were used. Basils, all the basils are gone. We made about 100 basil plants in the beginning of the season. Those are all gone. Once we are using our media this way to show people how we are making basil lotions and so on, it's bringing them back into the space to buy the green materials. So that would be loofah when it's dried. Another magnificent, these are some of our trees that we repotted and sold, the crotons. So these are all ancestral plants. We also began making art with herbs and flowers together, like this. So the pieces are for homes. And they are like green totems, like plant totems, the grasses, the boxwoods, the junipers. More florable art, we call them florable. So it was a real pleasure having farm school students, getting really familiar with all of the work that I do and I teach them about in the school. Now they got a chance to actually work here for 2 years. And we're so grateful. And then, all of our oils are there. The plants for teas, the herbs. That's our second apothecary. That apothecary does so much business. People love it even more than they love the one that's in the sand that's dug. They love this even more. So we're really grateful to see the full dream. What we envisioned would happen at Hattie Carthan has actually taken place. And we bless all the people who just came on, who are invested and in the work. But it took a very long time for us to get here, and a lot of people.